inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanity.
Hello. Welcome back to my assessment episode where we will review new ships all time. Today I would like to talk about Italian premium cruiser Duca degli Abruzzi. Thank you for joining. My name is Sony, Asian server player. I welcome you to my channel where I will be uploading videos about important topics and some unique ships in very crisp and less time. Before starting, hit like and subscribe. Well, please comment below any suggestions or critics review. They are very well welcomed by me. Let's start with basic structure and modules. So, now about survivability. This ship have 27,830 point of health, with citadel protection of 7.50%. Fire and flood resistance is 10%. Her damage reduction is only 6%. And last, her torpedoes reduction is 9%. Her max speed is 34.18 knots. It takes 17 sec to reach full speed. Her max transverse speed is 7.3 degrees per second. Her main gun is 152mm caliber, with reload time of seconds and 12.26 kilometers range. Her AP and high explosive shells deal not much impressive damage, with chance of fire of only 5%, which is very low. Her torpedoes are 533mm of total 6 torpedoes. It takes 43 seconds to reload them. But she have very impressive concealment of 8.16 kilometers only. Now back to our game played by this ship. This is my second game with ship. Let's get started. Also, I thank my friend Dex. He let me play from his account. Because of him I am able to review this ship. And now please suggest me how to play cruisers. I am new in cruisers, so until I become good, I would say don't go with my playing style of cruiser. You might be better than me. This video is more about to tell you about this premium ship. I have done a lot of research from my friends. So let's start with history of ship. Luigi di Savoia Duca degli Abruzzi was commissioned into the Regia Marina, the most advanced light cruiser in the Italian Navy, on her trials in 1937. Her first missions were some of the last operations of the Spanish Civil War, participating in blockades of Republican Spanish shorelines until the Nationalists won in April 1939. Following a visit to Portugal in later 1939, Abruzzi became the flagship of the 8th Division. When Italy declared war on France and Britain in 1940, Abruzzi and Garibaldi operated together frequently, each their first major action being the indecisive Battle of Calabria against the British in mid-1940. Operating out of Taranto, Abruzzi remained on call throughout 1940, her only other major sortie ending up as a failed attempt to intercept troop convoys bound for Malta from Egypt. After World War II, she had a long career in the reformed Marina Militare, going through several rounds of modernization and equipped with various experimental equipment designed for future Italian vessels. Duca degli Abruzzi was decommissioned in 1961, but remained a hulk in Venezia until she was scrapped in 1972. Now let's back on in depth of ship. Duca degli Abruzzi, Italian premium Tier VII cruiser. The top and most powerful ship in a series of Italian Condottieri-class light cruisers. Unlike her predecessors, she boasted more powerful armament and significantly improved protection, but couldn't travel as fast. Luigi di Savoia Duca degli Abruzzi is a fairly unique light cruiser at Tier VII. In terms of firepower and overall playstyle, she shares many similarities with her Tier VII premium Italian cousin, Duca d'Aosta, so captains who are experienced in playing d'Aosta will feel right at home in Abruzzi. For main battery firepower, Duca degli Abruzzi features 10 152mm guns arranged in 2 sets of triple turrets and 2 sets of double turrets, super firing over the triples. On paper, this appears to be a large number of guns. However, in battle captains will quickly discover that the rear turrets have abysmal firing angles towards the front, requiring her to show significant amounts of her profile in order to get all her guns on target. Abruzzi is best played as a kiter, angling away from the enemy and moving parallel to them in order to minimize her profile and maximize her armor thickness and guns on target. The guns themselves are fairly average in terms of AP and damage, but like d'Aosta, they suffer from a low fire chance. Captains are encouraged to take the inertia fuse for his shell skill to improve her damage output, as relying on fire damage is not a viable strategy. Duca degli Abruzzi's maneuverability is excellent. A top speed of 35 knots allows her to get into and away from fights with relative ease, while a quick rudder shift time of 7.3 degrees per second allows her to wiggle out of the way of incoming fire and return fire very well. A turning radius of 680 meters leads to a decent ability to dodge torpedoes. Along with her maneuverability, Abruzzi's concealment is very good as well. These two aspects of Abruzzi are her primary tools for staying alive in such a fragile ship. Captains should use her concealment and speed to get into good positions and then kite the enemy from an unexpected direction, using her rudder shift to dodge incoming shells. If she is drawing too much attention to herself, she can fall back on her concealment and speed to get away, all while dropping her slow 9 km range torpedoes back at the advancing enemy. Abruzzi's mix of consumables, including sonar, while active, detecting all hostile ships hiding in 3.75 kilometers for 25 seconds, allows her to function as a decent fleet support vessel, while the ability to find hiding ships allows her to recover some of her fighting ability before engagements. Another consumable is air defense alert, which allow to fight aircraft planes. Captains must be exceptionally cautious in Duca degli Abruzzi when under fire from enemy battleships, or they'll have a quick trip back to port. As matter of fact, these are the mistake I made lot in battle. Now let's sum up all pros of plane. 1. Her torpedoes have an impressive 9 km range, wide firing angles, and a short reload time. 2. Cannons, while lacking in penetrative ability, turn and reload relatively fast. 3. The ship's high top speed of 35 knots helps her quickly escape unfavorable situations. 4. Her decent turn radius and rudder shift time allow her to dodge shells well enough. 5. Smaller surface detection range than many other cruisers at Tier VII. Enough of praising, now it's time for negative points. First, high explosive shell performance without inertia fuse for he shells is underwhelming. 2. Armor-piercing shells have the worst penetration values of all Tier VII cruisers and are largely ineffective at long range. 3. Low fire chance of he shells means that setting fires will be a rare occurrence. 4. Citadel sits high in the water, making her highly vulnerable to large caliber shells. 5. Even when using defensive AA fire, while active, the damage per second of large caliber anti-aircraft guns is increased. Her anti-aircraft armament is underwhelming, especially when facing higher tier opponents. 6. Duca degli Abruzzi will struggle to perform well without a good commander level. 7. Her torpedoes are somewhat slow at 61 knots. And last, I conclude that this is good ship in Tier VI. The top and most powerful ship in a series of Italian Condottieri-class light cruisers. Unlike her predecessors, she boasted a more powerful armament and significantly improved protection, but couldn't travel as fast. Well, this is just all you need to know about ship. I know more you play cruisers you will love this ship. Thank you for watching this long. I hope you will like my remaining game. Please visit next time. Thanks if subscribed. Even not subscribed, please look my old videos and consider it for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.